Today I want to show a little token of my appreciation. Welcome everyone. Many thanks for being here. Happy Veterans Day. For today's great adventure, we find ourselves at Orlando Veterans Memorial Park, here actually in Baldwin Park. And I want to show the beauty of this park and give thanks to all the veterans. So please, I'm inviting you to come join me. And here's a quick look at the park. They do have nice statues and some monuments here, and I wanted to take a closer look at. And even though I never served, I do come from a family where both sides of my family, my mom and dad's, served, and the First Lady Rhodey's family has members that served as well. So we love our veterans. And have a look at this. I don't know if you can read it very well, but this is some serious Orlando history here. This is the worst aviation disaster in Orlando's history. This is the B52 crash. I did a video on this a couple years ago, and this is in memory of the 7 people who perished on March 31st, 1972. And as we leave the B52 Memorial, I wanted to mention that the video I made was the second video ever I made on YouTube. And I went to the actual crash site, and there's also a B-52 park with a B-52 bomber from the 1970s parked there. And I also met 2 kids that survived when the plane crashed. As it took off, it came back, circled around, tried to make it back to the airport, and it crashed into a lightly populated residential neighborhood. A child died, and 2 kids got burned pretty bad. And I met those 2 kids growing up later on, Donnie and Billy. This monument is here, placed by the Island X4 Seabees, June 2013. And oh my goodness, my late Uncle Donald will be smiling proudly on this one. United States Marine Corps, November 10th, 1775. This one's a beauty. It has a Ronald Reagan quote: "Some people work an entire lifetime and wonder if they ever made a difference to the world, but the Marines, they don't have that problem." And I also had to point this is really neat. On the sides of the Marine Monument, it shows you all the wars they fought. 18th century Revolutionary War, French Naval War, 19th century Tripoli, War of 1812, Florida Indian Wars, Mexico, War between the States, Spanish War, Philippine Insurrection, 20th century, it's too many to name there. And the 21st century, they were deployed to Haiti and Iraq and Afghanistan. And even though I never served, my previous life, I was in law enforcement. And I always tell people, I may not have served my country, but I did serve my county. And this is a nice one here, the Italian-American War Veterans of the United States. This one's nice here. I am Italian-American. And now I'm on the back side of the park and showing you some of the memorials where I get to them. It's really nice. It's not a very big park, but it's a very beautiful park, and it's very nicely done. And this one's a little harder to see. Some of it looks like it's rubbed away or faded away, but this one is dedicated to Pearl Harbor attack, December 7th, 1941. As President Roosevelt said, the day in infamy. And I personally am a big history buff. And this is a really nice looking obelisk. It shows the branches of service. It was erected in 2007, so we're missing the Space Force. We got Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, and Coast Guard. Now I like history, like I said, but I'm no warmonger. Most people aren't, but I am a firm believer in having a strong military, and I'm very grateful for those men and women of the military. This one here is for combat wounded veterans. And it says, "My stone is red for the blood they shed." This is beautiful. It also has all the insignias of all the branches of service, of course, minus the Space Force. And they even have a monument honoring the patriots of the American Revolution. Look at that. 1775 to 1783, the heroes of liberty. Our founding fathers right here. And here is the crown jewel of all the monuments here. It's the Vietnam War Memorial. You will never be forgotten. And my Uncle Guy, which is my mom's brother, served in the Vietnam War. And this is really nice too. Pardon the glare, but it shows you the map of Vietnam in a 17th parallel. And it gives you a history about it and the countries involved in the war. And here's a quick look at the backside of the Vietnam veteran. This one is really nice though. This is probably my favorite one. And here's one more look to the front of the park. And like I said, there's quite a few park spaces, probably about 15. A lot of people exercising. It's a very beautiful day and it's in a very beautiful part of Orlando. And this is probably the best place to wrap it up here under the beauty of this Vietnam War Memorial. I want to personally thank all the veterans for what they do. They give me the freedom to make videos like this. And I want to thank you all for watching. Give everyone a happy Veterans Day. Please like and subscribe. Take care. Until next time. Hey, thanks for watching this video. Please consider becoming a channel member. If you already are one, thanks for the support. Let's grow this thing together.